Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to review Season 4's Episode 8 of Superman and Lois. The episode begins with Lex wearing a suit and Amanda feeding his attitude. They are so ready to bring Lois down. We also see the DOD present at the Kent farm. They are giving protection to them, and it makes sense as he just revealed he is Superman. As it is Lois's checkup day for cancer, she is having anxiety, like what if it is still there. The boys also arrive with such excitement as Jamie Kennedy mentioned them as the Super Twins, and then they start feeling bad as they forgot about the checkup day. Here Lois is seen assuring them to just enjoy with Nat and Candace. But John is seen telling Nat to complete her work before leaving. I mean, he is not wrong, as they are now working full-time for the DOD. But she agrees to do so, and just as he tells her to go, they get an alarm of a car on fire, and as Clark asked him to cover, they both are seen rescuing the guy. But I think it was planned, as he doesn't even have one scratch on him and the car was fully flipped. And this is probably where he planted something on his suit. The twins are really excited to hang out, but no one has called them. And then they hear a crowd outside the Gazette. It is clear how they are here for them, so they are seen running to Nat's house. The best thing about this episode is that Lois is finally cancer-free, and now they can move on to the surgery. Lois is so happy and they are seen planning to party at night, but then she sees news of Lex on TV. He is seen on the Godfrey show. Tom is actually hosting the show, and he is Godfrey. He doesn't seem so biased, but Lex is seen making accusations on Lois about how she already knew it was Mannheim, but as she was friends with Miss Mannheim, she lied and put him in prison for 17 years. He is seen repeating 17 years in prison, and then he is seen challenging her to a debate, which even Godfrey didn't know. But he agrees, as Lois can actually appear on his show. It is totally working, as Lois is freaking out and ready to go, where Clark also warns her about how it can be a big trap, something more than a debate, like he can trap her and make her look bad. They decide to go to the Gazette, where she wants to write a rebuttal, but he also wants to go with her to approve her colorful language. She gets really happy when he tells her how they can just fly now. At Nat's house, Candace doesn't show up. Guess what? Candace just broke up with John. Obviously, he is going to be in shock. Lex is now worried if she will even show up, and I was so true about thinking how Amanda loves him, and it is true. It's like a fish market outside the Gazette, where Clark also mentions how the rebuttal doesn't look really rebuttal. John is also seen arriving with bad news, how Otis was found hanging. Obviously it is Lex, and then we see a brick coming through the window. Clark is seen saving Lois, and it's obviously planted by Lex, but now Lois wants to go again, and she wants Superman to be with her. As Clark mentions, it is Lex's penthouse. It's obviously a bad idea. When she leaves the room, John is also seen asking Clark if everything is alright, as he didn't even react to that brick until it came to the window. Clark also mentions his hearing loss problem, so he asks Clark to visit his place to get a scan. Now Tom is definitely not playing Milton, but this guy is, and he is seen being ordered to do something by Amanda, but looks like he knows his worth. We also see Nat and Jordan convincing John to talk to Candace face to face, so they get on their way. Now this is a really concerning scene, as Lex is seen hearing tiny voices, and this doesn't look like anxiety to me. I will be making a separate video of this, and I'll post this video along with this review, so check it out. He is about to quit this, but then Lois agrees to come. John is seen scanning Clark, and just as I said, John reveals how his hearing loss is not so good. His heart is good for a 60-year-old, but not for him. His healing has really slowed down. John clearly tells him how the human heart cells are deteriorating, and he is getting weaker every day. So one day he will wake up and lose all his abilities and will not be Superman. After that, Clark is also seen taking Lois to the debate, where Godfrey is seen welcoming them. He doesn't seem bad and he welcomes them nicely, but then the debate begins. They both start putting their counterpoints, and clearly Lex is seen trying to prove Lois biased and wrong. John is also seen trying to talk to Candace, where it actually works out. It's a pretty great scene, where Nat is also seen opening up about her time at the DOD. Lex is seen showing an edited clip of how Clark confronted him and shouted him and kicked him out of his town. But Lois also brings up a witness, which is Lex's own daughter, Elizabeth. Here Amanda is seen panicking and calling Milton, but Clark is not able to hear this. So Milton is seen starting his plan and hijacking John's AI, where the suits are seen getting hijacked. Nat's suit is also seen taking off, and despite John crushing that sphere, the suit is seen taking over him, and he is also seen going straight to Clark. Now Lois is seen calling Elizabeth, but this gets interrupted when Clark leaves to take that suit out. The teens are also seen having a good time, talking about flying to beautiful places, but then both of them hear Nat's suit. Jordan also tries to stop it, but he is seen crashing. After that, we see it trying to kill John, and Jordan starts lasering it. Both the brothers laser it down. Thank God anyone did not get hurt, but Clark cannot do that, as John is in the suit. He does beat it and weaken it, so Milton is seen taking the suit and leaving John to fall, so Clark has to save him first. He tries to locate it, but the hearing does not work anymore. We also see Godfrey calling Lois a liar, as she is after all Superman's wife, and now everyone thinks that she was covering for him. Just as I feared, this backfired on Lois really bad. When the boys arrive, Clark also tells them about the heart condition again, and how he has the time left which his father-in-law would have. Both the boys' acting is so good. We also see Lex in Mannheim's lair, where Milton is now upgrading that suit. I mean, this episode had everything I feared. The only good thing was Lois is cancer-free. It is a 10 on 10 overall. So guys, stay tuned for further updates, and if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Also, let me know in the comments what do you think about this. Thank you.